Hello everybody, this is Marion with MyCraftBasketStudio, and I'm here to show you another tutorial. This is going to be tutorial number 14 for a different tea bag tile fold. Now you can go to my other tutorials on MyCraftBasket.com. These are going to be under the archival tab, so it says MCB Studio Video Archives. Look for tutorial number 3, which is the basics of iris folding, and then also this PDF, this printout will be there for you to be able to print out. So visit number 3 of the tutorial, and that's where you'll find this. It is free to print out. This one is toner base, so that's why it has a slight shine to it. The one I'm going to show today on how to make is I just printed out on my inkjet. So it's a little flatter, but it's still just as pretty. So keep in mind that that is good. And then if you do decide to take it to a place and have it printed out on toner copy, please do not mass produce and sell them. If you want to share it with a friend, please send them to MyCraftBasket.com. They can print off their own. All right, so thank you for stopping by today and watching me do this video. This is the basics of what it looks like. I've already glued 6 of the tiles together. The sheet comes with 8, and that is a tea bag fold. It has 8 tiles all together. And I'm going to show you how to do the other 2. And then this, when I first started doing tea bag folding and learning how to do it myself, there were 2 books that were available. This one is by Impression Obsession. It's called Tea Bag Folding with Rubber Stamps. As I just showed you, you can do it with paper. So you don't need to buy the rubber stamps to do this, but that's what Impression Obsession did. They sold the rubber stamp. So that is how they came about their design. And look at here, I did a hidden paper clip with my tile. How about that? And so that is something you can do with it. And if you're going like, how did I do that? Please visit my tutorial number 11 for anything hidden paperclip. So that is how that was done. And in this book is the pattern that I used. It is right here. It's called Simple Square Medallion. That's what we're going to do. Now, I can't photocopy that page, but I certainly can show you how to make this particular fold. That is what this video is all about. So when we get done, this is the card that we're going to have when we get done. Now, I'm not going to show you gluing it onto the card base and doing all of that. I'll walk you through how I did it, but I'm not going to do that on camera. If you know how to cut paper and glue it down, then this is pretty self-explanatory. But I am going to show you how to do the fold, and that, as I said, is the purpose of my video today. So we're going to take this medallion, this tile, I should say. When you print off your tea bag paper, flip it over, and you can kind of see through it. And so put an X. Doesn't matter where you put the X, just put the X in a corner. So as you can see, that is what I've done on mine. There is my X right there. And the reason I do that is, yes, these are radial symmetry designs, but they're still slightly different. Each corner is just slightly different. If that doesn't matter to you, please don't stress over this part. I like to do it this way, but it is not necessary. Please note that. So I marked the corner, and I am going to start with the triangle fold. That is what this is. It is the triangle fold for a tea bag tile. And so when I first learned how to do this, I go, how do I remember which one is which? Because you can do a triangle shape and you can do a square shape. And the way that I remembered was I start with folding wrong sides together with the design that I want to end up with. So if I want a triangle, I am going to fold the wrong sides together and get a triangle. When you're doing this, it does not matter where that X is right now. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to fold it so it is a triangle. And if you've ever done any origami, you know that they use hills and valleys. So right now I've just done the hill, and the hill is on the good side of the tile. Now we're going to do the valley, and the valley is going to be folding it the opposite way, horizontal, both directions. When I get done, you'll see that now I have the valleys, and the paper is already wanting to go into that triangle shape. See? Now, to orientate my paper, there's my X, and so I'm going to keep that at the top right. So here's my X right here, top right. So I'm going to push in on the sides right here so that when I open it up, that X is in the back. Again, please don't stress if you don't do it that way. It's very symmetric. You won't notice it, okay? But that's what I do. Now I'm going to take one of these front pieces. It doesn't matter which side. I happen to be left-handed, so I'm going to use the left side. If you're right-handed, please fold it, the way you would for a right-handed person. But the most important thing is whatever corner you decide to fold up, do that for all 8 because you want it to be on the right side of each of them. So on the same side, I should say. For me, I'm going to fold this up. So what I'm doing is taking this corner here and folding it up to the tip, just like that. And I'm going to put it down, and then what I'm going to do is open it up. So if I open it up like that, kind of push it open, and then I'm just going to squish it. They call it squishing it. They really do. You squish the corner down, and there you go. So it looks just like these others. I'm going to do it one more time. Again, it doesn't matter where that X is right now. We're just going to fold it in a triangle. And if you watch tutorial number 3, I'll even show you how a square fold looks there if you're interested. And then we're going to fold it right sides together horizontally. And now I'm going to look for that X, and I want that at top right. So there it is, top right. And then I'm going to fold in on those valleys to get that triangle. And then I'm going to take, because I did this side on all of them, I'm going to take this side, take that corner right up to the tip. And once I've got that done, then I'm going to open it up, and then I'm going to squish it right there. All right, so now we've got our 2 remaining tiles to now put into the main one. So now what I'm going to do, I like using Tombow Mono glue stick. It works the best for me. And what you can do this 2 different ways. You can pick up the medallion and put glue here, or you can pick up the individual piece and put glue in that same area where these 2 legs are, so to speak. It's the back leg and the front leg. So I'm gonna do mine. This is what I always do. I put these single piece to the large structure. So now what I want to do is I want to straddle this back leg. This is my design. I don't want to cover that up. So I want to straddle that back leg. And then I just press it in place. And there we go. Now, each medallion has to have 8 tiles to finish it. So we're going to put the 8th one in. And then I'll show you how we join it to itself. So I've got glue there. And I'm going to find that one leg. It's right there. And I'm going to straddle it and then press it down. Okay? Now, that means it's still open, as you can see. Okay? Now, what I got to do is glue this one into this one. So there is the back and front leg. I'm going to put glue on that one. And then same thing. I'm going to straddle that back leg. And there we go. We've joined our medallion. Now you can glue these down if you want. You can glue these closed, but I kind of like it. It gives it a little 3-dimensional look if you leave them unglued. So that's kind of nice. And then when you flip it over, if you were to just do the simple triangle fold, this is the design you would get. And that in itself is beautiful. But this one, we do it a little differently. And you can see how just by folding that corner, how it changes the look. And that's what's fun about all these different folds that you can do with these. It changes the look. So it's almost like it's a whole different paper. Now, what I like to use in the center is just a regular gold brad. This is from, you know, the office supply store, Dollar Tree. Does not matter where you get it. It's just an office supply brad. And I'm going to stick it in the center, just like that. And then I'm going to open up in the back. And there we go. I've got my gold brad for the center. You could use buttons as well. So don't forget to do that. Or try that. Put a button in there. And then when I used to do different tea bag tiles, like for example with the rubber stamp one, you can see how they had it mounted. In this one, they put 4 squares behind for a background. And I go like, well, that really helps match the paper, doesn't it? So what I did was I created a bigger background of the same tile so that now I have something for it to sit on. Now, the black, I always like to use black because as you can see right now, it kind of fades into that background piece, doesn't it? So what we want to do is back the medallion with some black paper or cardstock. Now, I used to put it on a piece of cardstock and trim it out, and that was really hard. And then I happened to watch a video of somebody doing tea bag folding, and they mentioned cutting 2 squares. And I go like, well, that's really easy. That's a lot easier. So this is a 2-inch square tile. These are 2 1/4. And you need 2 of them. So I'll show you how. I'm not going to glue it down, but I'm going to show you how you would put it on there. You're going to take this and put it like that. So it's on behind the medallion. Then I'm going to just rotate this a little bit to cover the other sides that are there. Okay. So just like that, that is how easy it is to mat that medallion. And then on the card itself, so this is the matte piece. And what I did was, once I got it matted onto the black, then I put it on the front of the larger mat. And then I did, you can see there's a slight black edge there. And then I've got gold. And the reason I used gold was to help draw your eye to the center brad. So that is why I use gold behind there. If you visit my tutorial number 13, I just put that one out. It's only like 5 minutes long, 4.5 minutes long. I go over how different this medallion looks on different cardstock, and it's kind of a way to help you to know how color affects your focal point. So please watch that video. That is number 13. As I said, number 11 is on how to make anything hidden paper clips. And then if you're also curious about design and cards and what will help you to make your cards, maybe you're having trouble trying to decide how to mat your card or something like that, I have 2 other tutorials, number 6 and number 7, for design theory. So please visit MyCraftBasket.com for those videos. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please visit, in case you think, well, is there any more tiles? Yes, there is. Visit MyCraftBasket.etsy.com. I've got 10 different designs there. I have 10 of each. And so then when they sell out, that tile will no longer be available. And I'll put a new one up. And there is one right now. It's actually my favorite, that there is only one left. And as soon as that sells, I will then put up a new one. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you liked my video. And you have a great day. Bye-bye.